Hello, everybody. A Windows disconnect sound to get us started on the path of our horror. Now, in Kenshi, there are things hidden in the dark, in the mists, that even experienced explorers are afraid of, and in this playthrough, we confront them. Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you, whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, whether you're live or watching the VOD. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you, and I'm ready to get started on our series of Kenshi as an unfair permadeath horror game. Now, if you are here early right now, you may have an opportunity to name a character. As we are going to do the Freedom Seekers start, we will have 6 characters to name. And I have already received 2 suggestions in the Discord. So without too much more ado, let's go ahead and get into this. If this is your first time catching the series and you're on YouTube, please do check the pinned comment. You'll be able to see the whole playlist and any video that we make from this. Welcome in, Ada, Space Monkey, and what's good, Zach? How you doing? Let me turn my light back on. I have one light that loves to turn itself off. You can't really tell right now because it's bright and the sun is shining and all that, but as it gets a little darker, it'll cause green screen problems. Yeah, Zach, good to see you as well. Feel free to hit me up if you want any feedback or anything like that on the stream that I was there for. That may help you out, but I understand you're working on a lot in the background. So yeah, this is Kenshi, and you happen to be here at a good time as we are starting a brand new series. So, the way that I play Kenshi is with no reloads except for bugs and broken behavior in the game. But if consequences happen, we let consequences happen. And some of the mods that I've installed, very punishing this time around. So let's see how it's going to play out. Niji, welcome in. Good to see you. So, some of the mods that I've installed. Darker nights. Very dark. Very hard to see. If you happen to be out wandering in the dark, you will probably not be able to get around without a light source. Compounded by no map. You cannot pull up the map and see where you are. You cannot click on the map to send yourself somewhere, so you have to navigate entirely by sight. And those 2 things alone are making some big changes to the game. So we're going to do new game, Freedom Seekers, and I also got a mod for the Freedom Seekers to start in the hub because that's where I want our story to begin. All right, so as the Freedom Seekers start, you get 6 characters. So this is who we've got. We're going to rename some of them. Let's go with... We had a couple suggestions already in the Discord. So let's start... Let's see, Greenlander, Greenlander, Greenlander. They're all Greenlanders. I think I want Scorchlanders. At least primarily. We'll take a couple Greenlanders. Okay, so one name request that we received from Ada was Manhattan Cafe. Now, if you'll permit me, I think I will reduce this just to Manhattan. Anybody else wants to be in the game? If you want your username in the game or a safe for work name suggestion, now's your opportunity to throw it out there. You want Kenshi as a horror game? Beak Things. Oh, we've got scarier things than Beak Things this time around. This one will be Brew. This one is Todd's suggestion. Todd's D&D character, Brew Godhand. Oh, I did not mean to make Brew a check. There we go. I think for Old Soldier, I don't know why, but I just feel like calling him Hanged Man. So then we got a couple names left over. Got 2 Greenlander names. Or maybe 3. Let's see. Manhattan Brew. Okay, yeah, so 3, 4, 5 are up for grabs. Let's do... Lockjaw. Ash. And... cool name. Wheat Straw. All right. Here we go. Here's our starting characters. We are in the hub. And we start with a little bit of equipment. We're not going to be able to right away, I think, but one of our goals is to create a settlement, our own settlement, and survive the horrors out here. So just to get a bit of a glimpse at what's going on, I'll pull up the map. You can see we have no map. So we have to navigate entirely by sight and landmarks. Also, we will notice that you won't see it right away because the nights are very dark. So as soon as this goes over into the night cycle, it's going to be a bit of a problem for us. I'm going to go ahead and drop everybody onto medic and run at the same speed. And we're going to head to Squin because there's a particular item we're going to want. Keep forgetting how cool this game looks. Indeed. So here's our basically nobodies heading off to try to get themselves established. Most of them don't even have shirts and shoes. Luckily, we do have 4,000 cats to get us started with, but that's not going to be a lot. And as far as combat experience and skills go, Hanged Man, the old soldier, is the only one of them that has any real combat skills, but Hanged Man has a bounty with the Holy Nation. So that's something we're going to have to navigate throughout this, and we will be staying primarily in this playthrough in the northwest corner of the map. Which means we may have some run-ins with Holy Nation. Of course, they'll have their own problems in this mod pack to worry about. Oh, the horrors! The horrors are here! Uh-oh. That happened early. Okay, so, yeah. Welcome to Mist Guardian. It's, yeah. And then we've got Mist Ghouls. 60 attack, oh yes. I wasn't joking when I said we had scarier things abound than beak things. Sense of save scum. Oh no, we don't do that. If we get party wiped, we get party wiped and we start again. No save scumming in my playthroughs. Oh, retreat. Retreat. Quick, go get help and assistance. Minus 77. Ash, you gotta get some help from the town. Brew, you need to stay down. Okay, Brew might save us here. Brew has 2 medkits. AJ, welcome in. Good to have you. The way they move is unsettling, isn't it so? Brew already crawling. Todd, Brew may save the entire run. They really just punished you for existing and left. We got lucky. They can sometimes eat you. They don't every time, but they can. Maiko, welcome in. Oh, I spoke too soon. Hanged Man is being eaten alive. What can we do? Can any of us be saved? See, the horrors have wasted no time, indeed. What are the stats on these fogmen? So, let's see. We have a Mist Fiend here with measly 40 attack. And, oh, we got mega unlucky. This is it doesn't even have a name. It is a mysterious mist creature that has 88 attack. And we got 2 of them. We rolled 2 of them. Oh no, this one here is just a Mist Guardian with 60. Are there characters other than Brew dead or just unconscious? Just unconscious. Although Hanged Man is being eaten alive. Somebody's trying to resist in the hub, but they are getting destroyed. You managed to survive, though. At least you have good opponents to level against. Yep. Okay, let's see if Brew can first aid Hanged Man. We have a couple of people in stabilized recovery comas. Hey, Cemetery Chick, welcome in. So I just want everybody to be aware what has happened is a group of hungry bandits has come along and drawn the aggro of these mist ghouls. Thinking about disabling your Discord and Twitch and taking a long break away from all social media? You know, I have known people to do similar things, and if that's what you think you need, I support it. And just know that no amount of absence from being here will be held against you, and you will be welcome back at any time. I don't think I personally would disable my Twitch and YouTube. But aside from those things, I could see myself taking a break from social media, and in large part, I have. May want to keep up with this horror run. Yeah, it's I mean, look, we're like 15 minutes in. Rarely use social media other than Discord. You use YouTube a lot, but don't know if you'd count it as social media, more so just media. Yeah. Usually save scum, but only because you're trying to learn the game. I understand it. My whole first playthrough is on YouTube, and I did not save scum for anything except a glitch or a bug. I know there are times when it just makes sense, but as much as you can resist it, I absolutely recommend it. After your playthrough, probably going to do a no save scum run. Hey, that sounds like good progress. Okay, wheat straw is up. Wheat straw, I would like you to get up and grab hanged man. Wait, where are you going? I told you to grab hanged man. Imagining if they come back to clean up the survivors. Yeah, and we're not in the safe zone yet. What inspired me to do this playthrough? I don't remember what specific thing inspired this one, but you know, it's I'm always looking for new ways to tell stories and have new experiences in Kenshi. All right, so I need to see if there's a mod that fixes this object, but this is a mist ghoul head that can be removed just like a fog prince head. Not only kills them, but is worth some money. We're going to want to do that, first of all, just to make sure they can't get back up, but it'll put a little bit of coin in our pocket. And another thing about the hub that I think a lot of people don't know is this building has no usage restrictions, and there are 2 free beds in here. Let's get Brew to take this other one. And then I will see if Wheat Straw can grab... Let's start with Manhattan. Well, we didn't have to wait long at all to see some of the wrinkles that this playthrough may produce for us. Of course, it won't be long, I think, until the hub is outright totaled. Okay, so there's a couple of beds here. This game is brutal. Poor Brew having to crawl his way into town. Oh, yes. This game is up there with RimWorld in terms of brutality. Did Brew stop? Rimworld is rage bait. Okay, so Wheat Straw is actually up to stealth like 13 already. Hey, Ninja, so good to see you. I hope you've been well. Man is awake. Let's get you rested. Crazed Owl, what's up? Nice to get you live for a change. Probably will be lurking while playing Kenshi. Do I have a mod list? Would love to up the creepiness yourself. You know what? I will try to put one on the YouTube in the description. Mostly it's Darker Nights, No Maps, Foul Hounds, Mist Ghouls, Mist Ghoul Factions, and Grieve Wraiths. Oh, and Dead Mist Plains. And then some spooky Skelly Boys, I think also that we haven't seen yet. But yeah, I'll try to update the description with one. Really frustrating. The only time a lot of people take you seriously is when you say a bunch of dumb, violent shit you obviously don't mean. Yeah, the internet and social media is really bad about that, so it makes a lot of sense why you might want to step away, or at least take a break. Hope you're doing well too, Ninja. Always good to see you. Your current playthrough, you're trying to take down the Holy Nation, but some of the stats are so high. Any tips? So I don't want to tell you any like mega leveling strategies, but the goal or the key to leveling up is to pick fights that you can lose without dying. If you're fighting enemies that are stronger than you, you're going to level up faster. If you are surrounded by enemies, outnumbered, you're going to level up faster. And if you are wearing equipment that lowers your attack and defense and all that, then you will level up faster. So those are some of the key components to getting those that extra experience. Sounds horrifying. Oh, it is. We almost squad wiped in the first 10 minutes. Like, literally, we left the hub, and then we got hit by a wandering Mist Ghoul faction. I didn't even gain that much toughness. Kind of learning through failure for the leveling. Yes, exactly. Figuring out when you can fail without permanent consequences is the key. Went back to see the start for a sec. That was fun. Yep. You know what? Great way to kick off the playthrough, though, and show you the stakes. Fortunately, everyone survived. Yep. Sad thing is we didn't even really gain that much toughness experience from it, but, you know, it was a start. The stealth level is going up at a good pace. Wheat Straw might have gained a niche already. Just how you process your feelings. If you say something and you're just talking shit, don't want to actually do that. I understand it. You know, I can be somebody who... Oh, the barman is unconscious. Uh-oh. I can take people kind of literally sometimes or at their word. Usually something like that I would understand. But I know that, you know, people have different ways of communicating. Just saw the bit with the icon missing. This is often a pathing issue in the mod. The icon needs to be in the icons folder, can't be named otherwise. Okay, I'll look into it or see if somebody like has a patch for it. Okay, so here's the thing. The barman is in a recovery coma. And I can't pick them up to put them in a bed. So I can't sell or buy anything at this point. Oh, and can you all see how the darker nights are starting to kick in? It's not even fully night yet, and look at how dark it is. What mod was that? It is the Mist Ghoul Hunting. So pretty at sunset, though. There's often beauty in horror. What's that ninja guard doing? I can't see shit. Kenshi horror game. Yes, what's up, Jester Linux? Good to have you. Yeah, it's the darker nights sure are darker, and the horrors still are horrible. This is great because it makes me feel vulnerable again, like when I started playing the game. You know, I'm pretty experienced with it at this point. So actually feeling like I'm on my toes and I can't brute force stuff is a really good feeling. Omar, what's up? Kenshi livestream. Just so happened to be watching the old VODs with Brecht when this showed up. Very glad to have caught this one. This is shaping up to be a very special playthrough. We almost squad wiped in the first 10 minutes. I feel like you take a very long time to still understand how easy it is to mess up in this game. How long have I been playing? Since November 24, so I have about 480 hours. And I've spent a lot of it in challenge runs. So I'm always learning like little details and tricks about the game. I really like to challenge myself and push like the limits of what I know. Now that's a dark night. Thankfully, I have modded in lanterns. But we have to get to Squin to get them. And by modded in lanterns, I mean I've made them a common item that travel shops sell. Okay, this barman should almost be awake again. Take a look around. Just what I was waiting to hear. All right, we'll sell these. Oh, the shopkeeper. Wait. Whoa, the Mist Guardian heads are worth 12 grand? Well, hold on then. Let me see what I can do about this. Does mod have actual monsters that can attack you? Yeah, Mist Ghouls and Mist Guardians and Foul Hounds and Grieve Wraiths. And they are very, very high level. Let's get a... Where do we post if we want our usernames for characters? There's a thread in the Discord. These are already named, but if we recruit new characters or have to restart, I will pick from the pool of names. Also love that you have a guy simply named Wheat Straw. Thank you. This is basically a Campfire Stories of Kenshi, our real playthrough. Yes, Perfect description. All right, that leaves us with 8,000 cats. Post mine, it has to be a stooped over old man that doesn't move very fast. There's one of those in the game named Crumble John, so I understand the spirit you're going for immediately. All right, we have a couple more hours until morning when we can try again. Crumble John is the goat. All right, Wheat Straw, let's see. Can you pick up these cooked vegetables? 8,000 cats sounds like a real problem. Crumble John was the hero of your first ever playthrough because of how strong he is for someone you can simply annoy into joining the party. We may need this hacksaw. And probably take these cooked vegetables and this first aid kit. Ceramic bowl could be sold for something. You know what? Wheat Straw deserves some rest as well. Wheat Straw, you've been working hard. So until we get some light sources, traveling around at night is going to be a real dicey proposition. Oh, don't worry about that pizza. There's a period there, and it blocked it like a link, but... All right, well, this mysterious ghoul is just camping the hub, eating bodies. That is not good. Wow, that you have 600 hours in this game and yet still never met Crumble John, let alone half the characters. It's a big game. There's a lot to it. Maybe they'll leave by morning. Maybe if the bodies are exhausted. Been pouring way too many hours into Space Marine 2. I was just watching our friend V play that earlier a little bit. I haven't played it yet. All right. Check out that sunrise. This is a visual representation of how your first ever night in Kenshi feels. Game is underrated. I agree. Ooh, we got ghoul hunters on scene. The visual of the ghouls just out there in the dark waiting for new victims is quite something. Yes, and it makes the nights actually terrifying. I mean, the days are not much better. Because they can still run you down in the days. It's not like the mist ghouls are slow. They're very fast. I was captivated whenever you see us play this. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty good. Oh, someone's getting their leg eaten off right now. Okay, so that ghoul hunter is playing dead, which means if I tried to steal his equipment, I would probably pay. What if you learned martial arts? I think we may have a character do some martial arts. It's actually a pretty powerful way to play the game. I think Brew, since Brew gets his namesake from Brew Godhand, I think we might have Brew learn martial arts. Oh, he exhausted almost all of his first aid kits starting out. I don't know that sneaking's going to do a whole lot for us. It may get us some stealth levels. Martial arts could make sense for Brew. Your Brew is a monk. Okay, good. That does make sense. That'll be the path to Squin then. Getting jumped here would be dangerous, far from the outpost now. Indeed, from your mouth to Okron's ears. I think Squin might be a little more able to provide for its own defense as well. This is the future narco wanted. Any specific goals for this playthrough, or just trying out the horror mods and seeing what unfolds? Build a settlement that is able to protect us from the horrors of the night. Take down the new high-level opponents and monstrosities added by the mods, and fully explore the new overhauled region of the map that I installed. This is so slow, but I'm too afraid to speed it up. All right, lads, cut it for the gate. But looking to get Robo Limbs this playthrough, yes, I believe that it will definitely happen. Shuffling around slowly and terrified is like every person's first playthrough of Dark Souls. It'll be a traitor then? Couple of nomads. Speaking of which, you should try to finish that game again. I haven't played the first two. Oh, by that you mean Elden Ring. I like difficult games, but Souls games are not always the type of difficult that I'm looking for. Only in Kenshi can walking across a desert be so dang intense. It reminds me of the JoJo trying to cross the desert. Stardust Crusaders. Been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and the Seeker of Fire mod for Dark Souls 2, loving both. Again, going to start laughing at rocks. Ansar, welcome in. Just arrived. What is the unfair of this run? Mist Guardians. Armored and armed mist ghouls that run 33 miles an hour and have an attack anywhere from 40 to 90. Obligated to point out when a JoJo reference has been made. So I feel like when it comes to what type of equipment and stuff we want, a lot of what we've added is not heavily armored. So I almost think weapons with a little more cutting may have more of an advantage. Okay, let's see. They have 2 lanterns. Hate how Netflix is handling JoJo. I haven't. I know there's some disappointment about the Steel Ball run. I haven't looked into much of it. So we have 2 lanterns. We're gonna get one for Hanged Man, And let's get one for wheat straw. Sell this ghoul tooth. Oh, and this ceramic bowl. Saw Kenshi, so had to click. Welcome in. This is shaping up to be quite the playthrough. It may not look like it from right now, but I promise it's getting there. First episode was fantastic, but what really kills the momentum is the release schedule. Right, that's what I heard. Let's get Hanged Man a small backpack. Eventually, we'll want to upgrade that to a thief backpack. Let's get a splint kit also. We want some bedrolls. Backseating. I mean, you can throw stuff out. High chance I disregard it, but with the amount of time I have in the game, yeah, you can throw out suggestions. We've got 7,000 cats right now. Is that enough to buy any of these? Ooh, it's almost enough to buy the longhouse. Our goal ultimately is a settlement, but a house would not be... A house in a town would not be the worst idea right now. Or do we want to try and get some armor and stuff? Be a little more survivable. How many hours do I have in the game? 480. If you're more into blind playthroughs, though, I have that on my channel as well, because just about every hour I've played of this game, I have streamed and or made videos of. Oh, these are weapons. This is the armor shop. Settlement? As usual, I have something for you. Alright, so... I think a drifter's leather jacket could be a good thing for wheat straw. It's not terribly expensive. Just gotta figure out the best bang for my buck with all this. Not having a ton of money and all. 400, very behind on this series. My blind playthrough series was 270. And then I've had several challenge runs since. Alright, so that's wheat straw with a jacket. Wonder if we can get Brew some stuff that won't be too restrictive for martial arts. Honestly, I feel like another leather jacket would be pretty good. Even Hanged Man doesn't have anything on his armor slot. The Drifter's jackets are not usually my go-to, but they kind of seem like they're doing okay here. All of this stuff we will upgrade later on. You You know what? I wonder. We could use a bunch of sandals. I didn't see. Maybe the general store sells sandals. I don't remember who does because I think on my first playthrough I made all my sandals. Ah, more lanterns. Okay, we can actually get everybody a lantern. Okay, are we here? Kind of looks like we're here again. All right. We're back. Thank you, Todd. Okay. My whole PC froze. I think I had a driver crash or something, like my GPU. Because OBS froze, the game froze, like everything just locked up hard. But we're back now. There's gonna be some ads over on Twitch, so it was about our first hour anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break, run some ads on both services, let people kind of trickle back in from being violently disconnected, and we'll try again in about 3 minutes. So thanks for being here, everybody. These little hiccups, it's part of what being live is all about. Okay, so Clips aren't making sound. Can you hear my voice? Let's see. Looks like voice meter is going. Oh, I wonder if my audio setting changed. Okay, if you all were able to hear the Kenshi soundtrack just now, then I think we're good. You hear banjos? Okay. Yeah, so I had my game crashed and like everything with my GPU locked up, I think, and then it switched to my default audio, but I think we're back. I'm going to go ahead and relaunch the game. Yeah, Maiko, I think that might be you. My bitrate seems stable with no dropped frames. Okay, so we're here in Squin. We have to redo some buying, but that's okay. Let's get everybody lanterns real quick. You get a lantern. You get a lantern. You equip your lantern. You get a lantern. You get a lantern. You have a lantern. Okay. Get some armor now. I wonder if they have similar things. Can't afford that. Okay. We are leather jacket gang for now. Mention of a lantern makes you think of the Wyatt family, which were a stable in WWE, led by a man named Bray Wyatt, who carried an old-style camp lantern to the ring. Well, these are kind of old-style lanterns. I gotta say, starting this playthrough has me a little stumped. Just trying to figure out, these are our slave mongers. They gonna mess with me? It's a scrap for survival out here again. Something like follow the buzzards. That would be very fitting for this game. Where do you go now? Yeah, so now we just try to fend for ourselves a little bit. Try to get some money. I think probably we're going to need to start to do some research. Funny, the moment you get a base, the raids are non-stop. I know. Can't tell if they're fighting ghoul hunters or slave mongers. Slave mongers, which means they won't be a distraction for us for too long. So we're gonna sneak around the other side of the hub. It seems they really like to patrol that area out front. Oh, hungry bandits. This isn't looking good. This may be our first earned beating. Let's make sure to take the backpacks off after they get beaten, so the hungry bandits don't take our food out of our inventory. Oh, the Garu have come to our aid, have they? Wow, Ash got beaten so badly. Okay, so it's going to be up to Hanged Man to start escorting people into the hub to rest up. I think Ash can walk herself back into the hub. Can't carry anybody with those arms. Well, we're getting our toughness training in honestly and early. Hanged man with the high athletics. See anything in here? Can't even see where the little building is that we're using. Gonna be able to remember where you left everyone else? Well, thankfully there will be names. Yeah, but no map. Yeah, we'll just have to follow the path. Thought Kenshi already was a horror game. Oh, wait until you see. I don't know how good the stealth is gonna do with the lanterns active, but... Hey, what's up, Dilly? Good to see you. We'll get Lockjaw up next. Thanks for this idea. Now running all the mods you mentioned. Really refreshing to see a new game world. Enjoy. Let me know how it goes. Update us. Actually, just noticed the Kenshi background on your camp. Thank you. Yeah, I usually update it per run, but I'll have to try to get a good background screenshot and update it for this run. When beak things aren't scary enough, yeah. Which, by the way, I saw a mod on the workshop called a beam thing. It is a mechanical beak thing that shoots lasers out of its mouth. Was really tempted to get that for this run. Quite horrific. Yeah, we're kind of into that here. Okay, Manhattan and Brew will be getting up. Let's get Manhattan to grab Lockjaw. And Brew, let's get you to go back towards the hub. Hanged Man actually can be going back to the hub. Honestly, carrying bodies back home, good way to train strength. Kenshi is literally the game of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Micromanagement without a map is so much more difficult. Do I have modders to do requests I might have? No. Real simple stuff I can do in the FCS. And I can ask Frankie for help, and I'm in the Discord, so I can ask some of the other modders like Atlas and Shadan and all them if I need to. But I don't have like anybody on standby who does mods, like especially in terms of graphics and models and things like that. Okay, just making sure that my stream is back. Let's see. Okay, Todd says we're back. Thank you, everybody. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm having some type of crash with my GPU and also OBS and my CPU. Like my OBS CPU utilization was like 98%, and I had an NVIDIA encoder output error and a bunch of other stuff. So here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up now. We will close stream for the day. I'm going to check my OBS logs, make sure I update my NVIDIA drivers and all of that stuff. I'm also going to slim down the mod list because I'm starting to see what's important in this mod and what I can do without. So between those two things, that's what I'll work on tonight, as well as getting some of our ongoing videos edited. And ideally, fingers crossed, I will be back tomorrow for day 2 of the Kenshi horror playthrough. I think this was off to a really good start. I'm really enjoying this and looking forward to more. So I'm going to see if we can salvage it. If not, we'll see what else we can do. But yeah, I'm just gonna make sure like my Re Kenshi is updated, gonna check my crash logs, all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and wrap up here. By the way, if you happen to be new here, if you are here for the Kenshi horror playthrough for the first time and you want to see more Kenshi, on my YouTube channel, I've got my blind first playthrough, solo martial arts, hardcore rock bottom playthrough, Fogman playthrough, Crabmaster playthrough. There is tons of Kenshi entertainment to be had, not to mention our other games like Fallout. All of that is on the YouTube. Would love to have you check it out and maybe come back by for another one. So Omar, Crazed Owl, anybody else watching from the YouTube right now, thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. Super fun proof of concept. Let's see if we can get it more stable and figured out for stream tomorrow. Gonna start by closing off YouTube. YouTube, thank you for being here, whether you were here live or you caught the VOD that did exist. And look forward to seeing you again. But until then, please take care of yourselves.